Hello students, this is our second lecture of the valuation of the goodwill. In today's lecture, we are starting the capitalization of the average profit method. Before we discussing about the steps of the average profit method, let's write down the basic notes required to solution of this method. Write down the basic notes. Note number 1. Write down, you have to write down, right? Note number 1. Capital employed. Capital employed is equals to total asset minus total liability. What is the formula of capital employed? Capital employed is equals to total asset minus total liability. In which sub points lakho? It does not include the intangible asset. It does not include intangible asset like a trademark, goodwill, patent, etc. Right? Now write down the note number 2. While estimating the future net profit of the business, the following factors must be taken into the consideration. Point number 2. While estimating the future net profit of the business, the following factors must be taken into consideration. Subpoints 1. First factor, the factor affecting a future net profit. The factor affecting a future net profit must be taken into account. Must be taken into account. There is a first subpoint. What does that mean? If our business profit is regarding of the future of the profit, then it not included. Just like, for example, a business, someone is business sole proprietor, those who are managing the company or the managing director, and remuneration payable to the director is must be deducted from the profit, right? So for example, the prior of the business was managing the business, so far it is a purchaser will pay the remuneration for the managing the business, it must be deducted from the profit. Point number 2, subpoint number 2. Income from non-trading investment must be deducted from the profit. The income from non-trading investment must be deducted from the profit. What do you mean by the trading investment and non-trading investment? I will explain. What do you mean by the trading investment? Trading investment are like we are investing for the business purpose or in the for the business, just like a PF investment, investment in the share of the subsidiaries, all are a trading investment, right? For the business within the for the future of the business, right? But what is the non-trading investment? Non-trading investment which are we are invested outside the business, just like some share of the company or some in banks or FDs, right? If we are invested outside the business, not affected our business, right? That is a non-trading investment, and out of that interest or whatever income we are getting from the non-trading investment is not included in the profit of the business, right? Write down point number 3. The trend of the profit of the last few years must be observed. The profit of the last few years must be observed. What does that mean? You have to observe the sequence or a trend of the profit. It would be increasing every year. So you have been given a 5 years of profit, and each year the profit was increasing or decreasing, right? So in that manner you have to apply a weighted average profit method, right? What is the capitalization of average profit method? But profit can be weightage average or average, anything. So you have to observe in that you have to apply a weightage average or simple average, right? Weightage average method and average profit method we earlier discussed, right? So in the you have to observe the profit of the last few years as given in your sum. On the basis of that, you are to calculating it. Either it be a average profit or either it's a weighted average profit. It's a continuous increment or decrement in that you have to apply a weighted average profit. Right? There is basic notes are required for the calculation of the capitalization of average or weighted average profit method. Now let's write down the steps. Step number 1. Find out average net profit. You all know how to find out, including adjustment. Including adjustment, which means I've discussed the 2 points regarding the profit. That is, one, future profit must be deducted, right? And second, non-trading investment profit must be deducted. After that adjustment, you have to find an average net profit. Step number 1, find out average net profit. Step number 2, capitalization profit at the expected rate of return. Step number 2, capitalize profits at expected rate of return. What does that mean, expected rate of return? If the other business are same kind of a business are there, if I am investing 5 lakh rupees or 10 lakh rupees in my business, there is my somewhat expectation that business will give me a basic return of it. It can be 10%, it can be 4%. It is already given in your sum, right? So you have to capitalize the profit at the expected rate of return. How will you calculate that? The capitalized profit is equals to average profit divided by normal rate into 100. Capitalize average profit divided by normal rate or expected rate into 100, right? Step number 3. Step number 3 is net asset is equals to asset minus liability. Total asset minus total outside liability, in which total in the total asset we don't include the intangible asset, right? So total tangible asset minus total outside liability, right? Now step number 4. Step number 4 is goodwill is equals to capitalization of the net profit, thus we are find in the step number 2, right? Minus net asset, that we have find out in the step number 3. So step number 2 minus step number 3, we get the value of goodwill. This is a method of the capitalization of a net profit. Capitalization of net profit. Understood? Now we are taking the example. You can easily understand that. Let's solve the illustration number 2. What is the illustration number 2? The following is a balance sheet of the Vimal Limited on the 31st March 2010, and Surgeon Limited instead to purchase its business. Vimal was selling the business and Surgeon was purchasing the business. For that purchasing, we are going to calculate the value of goodwill, right? Liability is given, asset is given. The profit for the business last 5 years has been as follows: 10,000, 12,000, 11,000, 14,000 and 13,000. The managing director of the company, who was working in the honorary capacity, now will have to pay an annual salary of the 3,000. On the other hand, the rent as 4,000 per annum will have been paid by the Vimal Limited. It was considered that the reasonable return on the capital invested for the type of business was 10%. Calculate the value of goodwill by capitalization of average profit method. Let's solve it. Capitalization of a net profit, illustration number 2. What is the step number 1? Step number 1 is equals to find out average profit, right? So let's find out the average profit. We have a 5 years of profit is given, 10,000, 12,000, 11,000, 14,000 and 13,000. There is no increment in consequent year. There is 10,000, 11,000. It increasing, but in third year it will already decrease. It is not a continuous increment or decrement in the year. So here we applied normal average method, right? So what is the total profit? Total profit is equals to 10,000 plus 12,000 plus 11,000 plus 14,000 plus 13,000 divided by number of years 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We get average profit is equals to 60,000 divided by 5. We get 12,000. Right? We get the average profit of 12,000. But in which we have to do simple adjustment like we have earlier discussed, that the salary to the managing director must be deducted and rent per annum paid by the Vimal Limited. It's not paid by the Surgeon Limited. So both of this are we have to deduct that or add or deduct that, right? So average profit is equals to 12,000 plus non-recurring rent. Rent would be included 4,000. It will come 16,000, and we have to deduct the remuneration to the managing director. Remuneration to managing director 3,000. 16,000 minus 3,000 we get 13,000. Net average profit we get 13,000. So step number 1 was find out the average profit. Average profit came to the 13,000, right? Now step number 2. Step number 2. Capitalization of profit. Formula of the capitalization of profit is equals to average profit divided by normal rate. Normal rate or expected rate is given into 100. Average profit will be 13,000. The normal or expected rate in the same kind of a company was 10% into 100. When we solve this, we get 1,30,000. The capitalization of profit is 13,000, right? Now, step number 3. What is the step number 3? Step number 3 is net asset. Net asset or capital employed. So, net asset is equals to total asset minus total outside liability. So write down the total asset. Out of that we have to deduct the total liability. So we are calculating total asset. Fixed asset 18,000, 30,000 direct debtors, 40,000 stock, cash balance 5,000 and 15,000. There is no intangible asset is given, so we directly take a total asset as a 1,70,000. So total asset will be 1,70,000 minus liability, outside liability. Which are the outside liability? Creditors and other liabilities. Share capital is not an outside liability, right? So creditors and other liability 50,000 plus 20,000, 70,000. The liability will be 50,000 plus 20,000, 70,000. Net asset will be 1 lakh. Net asset will be 1 lakh. Now we have find out the net asset. Now step number 4. Goodwill. Goodwill is equals to capitalized net profit minus net asset. Capitalized net profit minus net asset. Capitalization of net profit is 1,30,000 and net asset is 1 lakh. So goodwill will be 30,000. Goodwill is equals to 30,000. Understood?